Today is a new day. Today is day for you to begin creating joyous, fulfilling life. Today is day to begin to release the limitations. Today is day for you to learn the secrets of life. You can change your life for the better. You already have the tool within you to do so. These tools are your thoughts and the benefits, the beliefs. In this book, I will teach you how to use this tool to improve the quality of your life. For those of you who aren't familiar with the benefits of positive information, I'd like to explain a little about them. An affirmation is really anything you say or think. However, a lot of what we normally say and think is quite negative and doesn't create good experience for us. We have to rechange the thinking and speaking into positive pattern if we want to change our life. An affirmation opens the door. It is beginning points on the path to change in essence. You're saying to your subconscious mind, I am talking responsibility. I am aware. That says something affirmation. I mean, consciously choosing words that we either have eliminated something from to our life or have created something new in your life. Every thought you think and every word you speak in affirmation. All of our self-talk, our internal dialogue is a stream of affirmations. You are using affirmation every moment, whether you know it or not. You're affirming and creating your life experience with every words and thoughts. Your beliefs are merely habitual thinking patterns that you learn as a child. Many of them work very well for you. Other beliefs may be limiting your ability to create the everything you say you want. What you want and what you believe your desire may be very different. You need to pay attention to your thoughts so that you can begin to eliminate the one creating experiences you do not want in your life. Please realize that every complaint is an affirmation of something you think you don't want in your life. Every time you get angry, you are affirming that you want more answer in your life. Every time you feel like a victim, you are affirming that you want to continue to feel like a victim. If you feel that life isn't give you what you want in your words, then it's certain that you will never have the good days that life gives to others. That's it. Until until you change the way you think and talk. You are not a best person for thinking the way you do. You just never learn how to think and talk. People throughout the world are just now beginning to learn that your thoughts create your experience. Your parents probably didn't know this, So the couldn't possibly. This is to you, they taught you how to look at life in the way that their parents taught them. So nobody is wrong. However, it's time for all of us to wake up and begin to consciously create our lives in a way that brings and supports us. You can do it. I can do it. We all can do it. We just need to learn how. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Throughout this book, I'll talk about affirmation in general, and then I'll get a specific areas apply and show how you to make positive change in your health, your finance, your love life, and so on. This is a small book because once you learn how to use affirmations, then you can apply the principles in all situations. Some people say that affirmation don't work, which is an affirmation in itself, when what they mean is that they don't know how to use them correctly. They may say, my property is growing, but then think, oh, this is stupid. I know I won't work. Which affirmation do you think will win now? The negative one, of course, because it's part along a long-standing, habitual way of looking at life. Sometimes people will say the affirmation once a day and complain the rest of the time. It will take a long time for affirmation to work if they're done that way. The complaining affirmations will always win because there are more of them and they're usually said with great feeling. However, saying affirmation is only part. If the process what you do the rest of the day and night is even more important. The secret to having the affirmation work quickly and consistently to prepare an atmosphere for them to grow in. Affirmation are like seeds planted in soil. Poor growth, rich soil, abundant growth. The more you choose to think thoughts that make you feel good, the quicker the information works. So, I think happy thought is that simple and it is durable. The way you choose to think right now is that that's a choice. You may not realize it's because you've thought this way for so long. But it's really a choice now, today, this moment. You can choose to change your thinking. Your life won't turn around overnight, but if you consistent and make the choice on daily basis to think thoughts that make you feel good, it will definitely make positive change in every area of your life. I wake up each morning with blessings and gratitude for wonderful life I live. And I make the choice to think happy thoughts no matter what. Are you doing? No, I don't do this 100% 100% of the time, but I am up to about 75 or 90% right now. And it makes a big difference in how much I enjoy life and how much good that seems to flow into my everyday words. The only moment you ever live in this moment is the only time you have any control over. Yesterday is hard history. Tomorrow is my story. Today is a gift, which is why we call it the present. If you don't choose to feel good in these moments that are abundant and fun. How do you feel right now? Do you feel good? Do you feel best? What are your current emotions? What is your gut feeling? Would you like to feel better? Then reach for a better feeling or thought. If you feel bad in any way, sad, grumpy, bitter, resentful, angry, fearful, guilty, depressed, jealous, critical, and so on, then you are temporarily lost your connection to the flow of good experience that the universe had waiting for you. Don't waste your thoughts on blame. No person, place, or thing has any control over your feelings because they don't think in the mind. This is also why you really have to know control over others. You see, you can control their thoughts. No one control. No one can control another unless the person gives the permission. So you want to be aware of this powerful mind you have. You can take total control over your thought. Thinking is the only thing you'll ever have total control of. It's the only thing you'll have ever total control of. What you choose to think is what you'll get in life. I've chosen to think thoughts of joy and appreciation, and you can too. What kind of thoughts make you feel good? Those of love, appreciation, gratitude, joyful. Childhood experience, thoughts in which you rejoice that you live and bless your body with love. Do you truly enjoy this present moment and get excited about tomorrow? Thinking this kind of thoughts is an act of loving yourself, and loving yourself creates miracle in your life. Now, let's get to the affirmation. Doing affirmation is the consciously choosing to think certain thoughts that will create positive results in the future. They create a focal point that will allow you to begin changing your thinking. Affirmative statements are going beyond the reality of the present into the creation of the future thoughts, the words you use in now. When you choose to say, I am very prosperous. You may actually have very little money in the bank at the moment. But what you're doing to planting seed for future prosperity. Each time you repeat this statement, you're reaffirming the seeds you've planted in the atmosphere in your mind. That's why you want it to be happy atmosphere. Things grow more quickly in fertile soil. It's important for you to always say your affirmation in the present tense. For example, typical affirmation or stars I have or I am. If you say I am going to or I will have, then your thoughts stay out there in the future. The universe takes your thoughts and words very literally and gives you what you say you want always. This is another reason to maintain a happy mental atmosphere. It's easier to think in positive affirmation when you feel good. Think of, think of it. Think of it this way. Every thought you think counts. So don't waste your precious thoughts. Every positive thought brings bring good into your life. Every negative thought pushes good away. It keeps it just out of your reach. How many times in your life have you almost gotten something good and it seemed to be snatched away at the last moment? If you could remember what your mental atmosphere were like at most those times, you will have the answer. Too many negative thoughts create a barrier against positive affirmation. If you say, I don't want to be sick anymore, this is not an affirmation for good health. You have to state clearly what you do want. I accept perfect health now. I hate this car. Does not bring you a wonderful new car because you are not being clear. Even if you do get in a new car in a short time, you'll probably hate it because that's what you've been affirming. If you want a new car, then say something like this. I have a beautiful new car that suits all of my needs. You'll hear some people saying, lies suck, which is terrible affirmation. You can imagine what experience that statement will attach to you. Of course, it is like that. That is your thinking. That thought will help you feel terrible. And when you feel terrible, no good can come into your life. Don't waste time arguing for your limitations, poor relationships, problems, illnesses, poverty, and so on. The more you talk about the problem, the more you adjust is in place. Don't blame others of what's seemingly wrong in your life. That's that. Another waste time. Remember, you're under the laws of your own consciousness, your own thoughts, and you attach specific experiences to you as a result of the way you think. When you change your thinking process, then everything in your life will also change. You'll be amazing and delighted to see how people, place, things, and circumstances can change. Blame is just another negative affirmation. And you don't want to waste your precious thoughts on it. Instead, learn to turn your negative affirmation into positive ones. For instance, I hate my body. Become I am appreciate my body. I never have enough money because money flows in my life in an abundant way. I'm tired of being sick. Become I allow my body to return to its natural vibrant health. I'm too fast. Become I honor my body and take good care of it. Nobody loves me. Become I radiate love and love fills my life. I'm not creative. Becomes I am discovering talents and does not know I have. I'm stuck in a lousy loft. Become wonderful new doors are open for me all time. I'm not good enough. Become I am in the process positive change and deserve the best. This doesn't mean that you have to worry about every thought you think. When you when you first begin to make the change over and really pay attention to your thoughts, you'll be horrified to realize how negative much of your thinking has been. So when you catch a negative thought, just think to yourself, that is an old thought. I no longer choose to think that way. Then find a positive thought to replace it as quickly as you can. Remember, you want to feel good as much as possible. Thoughts of bitterness, resentment, blame, and guilt make you feel miserable. And that's a habit you really want to release. Another barrier to allowing positive affirmation to work is feeling not good enough. That's it. It feels that you want this to have good in your life. It's that so easy, then you could begin with chapter 8. You could see how to many of the self-esteem affirmation you can memorize and then repeat them often. Do you will have changed that worthless feeling you might be carrying around to one of self-worth? Then what's your positive affirmation masterable? Affirmation are solutions that will replace whatever problem you might have. Whenever you have a problem, repeat over and over. On is where everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. This simple affirmation will work miracle in your life. I was also scared that you avoid sharing the affirmation with others who may poo-poo this idea. When you're just getting started, it's best to keep your thinking to yourself until ever try the deserved result. Then a friend will say, your life is changing so much. You are so different. What have you been doing? Go over this introduction several times until you really understand the principles and can live them. Also, zero in on chapters that have the most meaning to you and practice those particular affirmation. And remember to make up affirmation of own. Some affirmation you can use right now. I can feel good about myself. I can make positive change my life. I can do it.